creator Sylvaniandrama is being sued by a Japanese toy company for allegedly committing acts of false endorsement as well as copyright infringement. I have learned so much about this, and there are some major misconceptions to do with this whole thing, so I'm going to tell you guys everything I know. The company that's suing Sylvaniandrama is called Epoch, and they manufacture toys. One of their products is called Sylvanian Families, which is also called Calico Critters in North America, which are these cute little figurines that were first released in 1985 and then popularized in the 90s. And Sylvaniandrama has been making sketches using this line of toys for years now. And as you can see, the account has grown very popular. In 2021, Inside Edition wrote a little piece about the creator behind the Sylvaniandrama account, Thea von Engelbrechten. If I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. They report that she's been making this content since January of 2020. So why did Epoch wait until this year to sue her? For context, I do think it's important to know that a lot of the sketches that this creator makes explore more mature themes. And I'm not a lawyer, but even with some of these more mature themes, I don't think any of this was legally necessarily a problem. But by early 2024, Sylvaniandrama had started partnering with major companies. For example, this is an advertisement for The Crown on Netflix. Here's one for Squid Games involving drinking and pills. And you can see that these are labeled as paid partnerships. Now, another important thing to know is that Sylvaniandrama is located in Ireland. And my understanding is Ireland does not have the creator fund. So I don't believe they were profiting off of any of this until they started getting these paid partnerships. I looked on Twitter and Reddit and TikTok all about this, and there's a lot of confusion. People are saying things like, oh, so I can't play with toys now. Is a clothing brand gonna sue me for wearing their clothing in a video? I guess we just can't own things anymore. But that is not the situation here. And I don't want to be on here defending a corporation, but I hate misinformation. And the Daily Mail, I'm so sorry, y'all are super guilty of this because you completely did not talk about the fact that there's all these paid partnerships. This is their entire caption about this, and look how many likes there are. Of course people are confused and outraged. They think this toy company is suing this woman just for simply playing with the toys in TikTok videos. No, they are suing her because she did a brand deal and used their trademark property in the brand deal. They are suing her for creating, publishing, and disseminating online advertisement with their dolls without asking them. They claim that she's done brand partnerships with Hilton Hotels, Burberry, and Marc Jacobs. They claim that this could confuse customers and potential customers into thinking that this endorsement was authorized. And I have seen a ton of people saying that Sylvaniandrama is losing their biggest audience by doing this, but I think they're making a calculated decision because this is not the brand image that a child's toy line wants to be presenting. This whole situation reminds me of the Bridget Musical so much. In 2022, these two creators made an entire musical based on the Bridgerton universe, and when they were just posting about it on TikTok, Netflix was kind of into it. Netflix had to do something when they announced that they were going to be performing this at the Kennedy Center. Performance included Broadway actors, tickets ranged in price from $29 to $149, and there was merchandise for sale that included the Bridgerton trademark. The tide for these things completely changes when you start profiting off of someone else's trademark. Also, I think there are some situations where if you don't defend your trademark, you risk abandoning it or something like that. I am not a trademark lawyer, and this is also kind of hard to research because it changes based on where you live, like what jurisdiction, etc. I think there's also something about precedent setting here where if they allow this creator to take money from Netflix, for example, while using their trademark, and then in the future other people use their trademark and take money from other corporations, it might make it harder for them to defend suing other people in the future. Again, I don't really know, so lawyer people, let me know. Lastly, please understand me when I say that I'm not trying to say negative things about this specific creator. The legal complexities of trademark law are very difficult to understand, and this is why it's important to use a lawyer that specializes in the thing that you're getting advice on. The Irish Independent is now reporting that both parties are looking at settling, and I hope that everything is handled amicably and Sylvaniandrama can just get back to creating more sketch content. I have very little doubt that this creator could go places, a multitude of places in entertainment, writing, producing, any of it. Okay, that's it for now. Love you guys. Drink water. Bye.